So today we're taking a look at the Division Resurgence running on the Xbox Ally X. This is a free-to-play game that's available on both iOS and Android and just recently launched on PC. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the gameplay performance, the settings I'm using, and how to install this on your handheld. Now, this is not available on Steam, so you are going to have to use Ubisoft Connect PC. Go ahead and start off with the settings first. However, if you would just like to know how to install the game for yourself, you can go ahead and check out the timestamps linked in the description, and I'll bring you straight to that. If you want to just see gameplay, you can go ahead and click on the next link and I'll bring you to that portion of the video as well. In order to get to it, you are going to hit the start button or the right hand corner, the icon there, click on that and then the cogwheel. From there, you're going to click on the little photo that looks like a picture frame, and that's going to bring up all your settings there. As you see here, everything's on very high and high. I think by default, one or two of these settings is set to medium. I just bumped that to high as well. And then that's pretty much it. I also have the game running at 13 watts, which is the lowest you can set it to without going into manual mode. And even then, the game is pretty much just pinged at 65 FPS the entire time. It seems that's where it's capped at. For some reason, 65 and not 60, which is kind of weird for a game that's never really the thing. But if you wanted to, you can also go ahead and push the wattage a little bit more in the other direction. So if you wanted to, you can go into manual mode, set it down to 7 watts, and that's going to give you the best battery life possible. However, you are going to be sitting around 45 to 50 FPS instead of that 65. So you are going to see a little bit of stuttering here and there. However, with the game running at 7 watts, you can definitely see 4 to 5 hours of gameplay, if anything, even more than that, because it's not really pulling from the system that much. So if you wanted to maximize battery as much as possible while playing this, definitely go ahead and check out 7 watts manual mode. And when it comes to the gameplay, this is where it really stands out. Even though it's designed for mobile, it translates extremely well to the handheld. Controls work perfectly fine out of the box with no tweaking required, and performance remains stable regardless of what's happening on screen. And like I mentioned, even at higher wattages, there's no real gain since the game is already capped. So there's no reason to push it beyond 13 watts. This is one of those cases where you can maximize battery life without sacrificing performance. And you can easily extend play sessions with maintaining smooth gameplay and high visual quality. As for the experience itself, everything feels responsive, gunplay is smooth, movement is clean, and there's no noticeable stuttering or performance issues during normal gameplay. For free-to-play title, it delivers surprisingly polished experience to the handheld. Now, in order to install the game, you are going to have to use Ubisoft Connect PC since it's not available on Steam. From your Xbox Ally X dashboard, go to My Library, then My Apps, then click on Ubisoft Connect PC. It's going to ask you to continue to install it. If you already have it installed, then you could pretty much just bypass this. But what's going to happen is you're going to get a couple of dialog boxes as you see here. Press OK, continue, install, and then wait for it to install. And then once it's done, it's going to say finished, and then you can press next. As you see there, it says complete, press next, then finish, and it should run Ubisoft Connect automatically. Now, what it's going to do is pop in and out. It's going to take about 2 minutes to do it. And what it's doing is just looking for patches, latest updates and whatnot. And then it's going to install those if there happens to be any. This is a process that could take about 2 minutes to complete. And once it is completed, it is going to go ahead and boot you back out to your dashboard. And then it's going to launch the client once again. So just give it a couple minutes. As you see here, booted me out. Then it's going to start up by itself. You do not have to connect. Click on the Ubisoft Connect PC app again. It's going to do that by itself. You're going to get that pop-up, press yes, and then you may get a pop-up for Microsoft Runtime. If you happen to get that or any other Microsoft add-ons, you might have to install it. You could definitely go ahead and just cancel out of that. It might not be needed. However, it's just a Microsoft add-on that's useful for other games, so you might need it down the line. You might already have it installed. It might not be necessary. So just keep that in mind if that does pop up. Then you're going to have to log into your Ubisoft account. If you don't have one, go ahead and create an account. Once you're logged in, you should see this dashboard here. What you can do is just scroll down to the free game section, and the Division should be here. If it's not here, then go to the store, and then you're going to search up the Division Resurgence. Once you click that and it pops up, you're going to click on it, and it's going to ask you to download. Just go ahead and click download, and then you're going to get another pop-up here. It's going to ask you for your language. Click continue. Then it's going to ask you for a folder location. You can leave everything as is and click continue again, then accept and continue, and this is when it's going to download the game. Now it's 17 gigabytes in total. You may get another pop-up. Just press yes. and then just let it download. Once it's fully downloaded, you can go ahead and launch the game, and then it's going to ask you to create a new game, start a new game, or if you already played on your phone, you could go ahead and continue from there. I don't think it's going to ask you to log into Ubisoft Connect again, but if it does, just use the same account information and it should log you straight in. And then from there, you could go ahead and start the tutorial and then the character creation. Overall, this one is an easy recommendation. The Division Resurgence runs extremely well on the Xbox Ally X, holds a consistent frame rate, and doesn't require any heavy tweaking, and is a great experience. It's also free, which makes it easy to jump in and try for yourself. Regardless if you're new to the Division or old, this is definitely one to check out. That's going to be it for this one. If you happen to have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.
I'm not done yet!
Serious trauma detected.
This is gonna be fun.
Taking cover! Moving to cover!
Didn't waste them.
Patrol units! Trinity Church has fallen! I repeat, Trinity Church has fallen! They're inside taking hostages right now! No, wait, don't!
Crap! We gotta move faster, come on!
Meyer here. What's the situation?
The situation is FUBAR. We got a potential hostage situation at Trinity Church.
Copy. I'll try to free up more people, but
Do it. But we can't wait for them. Head in there now.
understood. Good luck.
What the hell is Carl doing? He should be done by now. The Division